Hey, welcome to the Follow Through. I'm Pastor Fred, and all week we're going to be talking about God's wisdom, what it is, how we can get it, why we need it, all that stuff. So stay tuned all week long. It's going to be awesome. Now, so often what happens in life is we hit a rough patch. It could be in our finances, it could be at work, it could be in our family life, and you could even be, as a Philadelphia Eagles fan, you're like looking for some bright spots in our season, right, especially toward the end here, and you might use that phrase, bright spots. That was the bright spot of that game. That was the bright spot to my week. And what you're doing is you're saying, look, it was dark, man. There was some struggle, there was some pain, there was a little bit of suffering, but there was this one thing that was like the bright spot. And it was the thing that stood out, and it was the thing that was good, and it was positive, and it was awesome. And so I think there's no coincidence that we use that, because when we talk about God and we talk about what He does, He brings light into darkness. He brings hope where there is none. And so when you talk about God's wisdom, we certainly need it, because there's a lot of things steering us one way, steering us another. And so we have this encouragement from Isaiah chapter 60, verse 1. It says this, it says, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord has risen upon you." Again, when you know the backstory to Isaiah and the other prophets, the people of God in a dark place, really desperate. They had turned their backs on God. They had disobeyed Him. And He is using people like Isaiah and others to get them to connect with God's wisdom, to wake up and to realize that they have a hope that's in Him. And for us, it's the same thing. Our hope is in Him. And I don't know what it looks like where you're at right now as you're watching this, what kind of day you've been having, or week, or month, right? How's this year starting for you? Maybe dark. You look around on the news and you're like, man, it's dark. But God's saying, like right in the middle of when it looks like there's no hope, no light at all, God says, arise, so get up and shine. Get going. Get out there. Shine. Why? Because your light has come, right? God is with us. Jesus is with us, right? Christmas was just 2 weeks ago, and that was God coming down into our world to save us, to die for us, to give us life, to defeat the darkness, really to dispel the darkness, to give us His light, His hope, His forgiveness, and His love. And so the glory of the Lord is literally, that's what we have in Jesus, is His glory shining on us, His very best for us, even though we don't deserve it, which is just so incredible. Even though we often turn our back, even though we often want nothing to do with Him, and we're a lot like God's people of old in that way. But He's so faithful, and He shines His light on us, and He is there. So I want you to think about this every single day of 2024 and beyond, that God is with you. His light is shining in that deepest of darkness for you, to show you the way and to literally be the way for each and every one of us. So share this with somebody. Share that message of light coming into our darkness. And you can do that by just hit that share button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and get the word out about what God is doing in our lives. All right, we'll talk to you next time for another Follow Through.